Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. Got today is a review of Terrifier. This is a movie by Damien Leone. It's I guess you could say it's sort of a sequel to All Hallows Eve because it follows the character of Art the Clown, who was in All Hallows Eve in one part of it, I should say. Um, Basic plot: it's Halloween night, and these two girls have come out of a party. They're too drunk to drive home, so they go to this like pizza place. And on the way there, they end up running into Art the Clown here, uh, and he sort of, kind of like takes a liking to them in a way, um, not in a romantic way to say the least. He has some plans, so they end up he ends up getting kicked out of the restaurant, and they end up leaving, going back to their car. One of the tires is slashed, so they end up calling one of their sisters to come pick them up. It's gonna take a while. Then one of them decides they have to use the bathroom, so they go. She goes into this apartment building, and then Art the Clown shows up, and I'm not saying anymore. That's it for the plot. I don't want to go into spoilers because this is one, you got to see. It's it's a really damn good movie, honestly. So yeah, that's your basic synopsis. It's like your how can I say it? It's definitely has an '80s feel to it. Like what the best way to describe it is kind of like how Hatchet took like '80s slasher films sort of thing and then made like a 2000s version. This is pretty much the same. So, it's not set in the '80s or anything. Um doesn't have any like outdated technology. So people have cell phones, they're just out of power and stuff. Um so yeah, that's what you got. You got kind of like a modern slasher flick. What I really like about this movie is the fact people, when they make a modern slasher flick, are so tempted, if you will, to do like the whole meta thing, and like us, like try to like subvert the genre and everything. This movie does not try that. This movie is a slasher through and through, right to the bones, and it's awesome. The effects in this movie are top notch. I mean, honestly, there's a scene at the beginning. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but there's a girl with a very disfigured face. And it's some of the creepiest makeup I have ever seen. Honestly, I put it on the level of that freaky sister from Pet Cemetery. It's actually kind of disturbing in a good way. Yeah, the gore is top notch. Honestly, this movie's just really fun. Now, the character of Art the Clown. This is an interesting one. He was played by David Howard Thornton, and he did a kick-ass job. He really did. I've always thought there's sort of like three archetypes for like a slasher villain. You have like the Michael Myers or the Jason Voorhees, kind of like this unstoppable force going through, laying waste. Then you got kind of like the sort of like the mentally deficient, if you will, which is kind of like Leatherface, like who are essentially they're not very smart. They're being told what to do by other people. And then you got like the intellectuals, if you will. You got like the Freddy Kruegers and the pinheads and everything, who think things through and everything. Art the Clown definitely falls into that category, and he stands up there with those heavyweights, with with the Pinheads and with the Freddy Kruegers and everything, I put him right up there. Uh, so much so that at one point, this isn't really a spoiler, so at one point, a girl's getting the better of him, and he just turns around and shoots her. He's got a gun hidden, and he turns and shoots her. And it's like, honestly, how often have you ever seen a slasher flick where the slasher is thinking that far ahead, that like I'm gonna have a gun, not a knife, not like an axe or anything. It's like, no, I got a gun. I'll just turn and shoot you. It's pretty damn cool, honestly. It really, really works, and I'm gonna say this is a character for the ages. If there aren't more stories with Art the Clown in it, it would be a travesty, because he's a great character. He really is. And I mean, what's also neat is the fact he says nothing at all. Now, I don't mean like, like a Jason Voorhees says nothing or a Michael Myers says nothing. If they get shot or whatever, they'll grunt or whatever. This guy doesn't make a sound. He'll like be laughing, but there'll be nothing coming out. And I think that's something that's really kind of neat. It's something I'd like to see addressed in a possible sequel, like why he just makes no sound at all. It's pretty damn cool. Yeah. Another thing I liked about this movie is one of the girls. He's chasing after her. She's hiding from him. He's looking around for her, and she actually does a smart thing. She picks up a piece of dirt from the ground and throws it in the other direction. How many times have I seen a horror movie and I think, just grab that and just chuck it that way. He'll think you're over there and go over there. She actually did it. And when that scene came up, I was like, yes, finally someone with a brain. I'm not going to say whether it worked out for her or not, but is what it is. The music in this was also really, really good. I know they have a vinyl release. I might try to pick it up, perhaps, because I actually really like the soundtrack to this. Now, the Blu-ray itself, this is from Epic Pictures and Dread Central. It looks really good. It looks really, really solid. Great picture, great sound, good features and everything. One of the features on this, which is kind of interesting, is a little section called Dread Central Presents Trailers. And I guess it's Dread Central have this imprint now that they're putting movies out on. So I'm guessing these 5 trailers or whatever are movies they're going to be releasing. And honestly, every single one of them looked good. So I'm kind of excited to see what goes on there. Yeah. So all in all, this is a really, really solid movie. Great Blu-ray. You can pick it up for about $20 from Epic Pictures website. I definitely recommend it. For a rating, I got to give this a 9 out of 10. This is right up there. I mean, this, as I said, Art the Clown stands, shoulder to shoulder with the greats, with Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. He's up there, and he kicks ass. And just look at that face. That's awesome. It really is. So yeah, an all in all, great flick. I can't wait to see more. So, someone do more Art the Clown movies. It would be appreciated. Okay, and this is just completely on a bit of a fanboy thing. I've always thought it would be kind of neat if every evil clown in movies all existed in the same universe. I mean, think how fun it would be to have like Art the Clown, and like while he's doing his thing, Gertie the Clown from Hundred Tears is doing his thing, and at some point they come across each other and they're just gonna look at each other and like just keep going. That would be kind of cool. Or Pennywise would be the obvious thing, but I get the idea Pennywise would steer clear of this guy as well. Um, yeah, so 9 out of 10. Really good flick. Definitely, if you like 80s horror, practical 80s horror, you owe it to yourself to see this movie. So yeah, Terrifier, 9 out of 10. Great stuff. Yeah, so I'll leave a trailer link below as well as the link to buy the Blu-ray. Also, my merch shop and Patreon links are down there if you feel like helping out the channel. Would be appreciated. Yeah, so that's it for now. See you next time.